This year, I'm trying something new. I've tried journaling on and off for the last few years, with no real lasting success. But this year, I've decided to go all out, take it seriously, buy new journals, all that kind of stuff, and really make a go of it this year. So in this video, what I wanted to do was show you my journal setup for 2024, just to keep myself accountable that, now I've shown everyone that I have these journals, kind of need to use them, but also to potentially inspire you and get you encouraged and enthusiastic about journaling 2024. So without further ado, let's get into what you're really here for and look at some notebooks. Here we are. The notebooks I'm going to be using for 2024 to up my journaling game. As you'll notice, all of these are very similar. They're all from Notes London. You can find them on Amazon, on their own website. There'll be links down below in the description as well. This is not sponsored. I want to make that very clear. Not a sponsored video. Have no affiliation with Notes London at all. I just love their notebooks. The first one here is a little blue one. This will be acting as my commonplace book. You can see I've already started a few things. And in this book, I'm going to be writing down quotes, thoughts, ideas, sayings. I have this in my jacket pocket or in my back pocket, wherever I go, just to make those little notes whenever they pop into my mind. So as you can see on here, I've already got a few. Some of my favorites are: small achievements are still achievements. We should never lose the love of creating, and comparison is the thief of joy. Now these can come from all different places: books I'm reading, people I'm listening to, friends, family members, movies, whatever. Anywhere a good idea comes from goes in here. Next up is another little one. This one's green, just to differentiate them. But this is going to be my reading log. So I started this with the books that I read in 2023 to recap all the books that I read in 2023 and to use as my reading log for 2024. I'm doing a reading challenge this year. My goal is to read 12 books, but that doesn't include all the other books I want to read as well. And you can find out more about that in a separate video. Next up is the big, I say big, it's A5. This is an A5 red, again from Notes London. This one's different, it's not lined, it's a blank one. And this is my primary journal. So obviously I've been doing it for a couple of days now, and it's really fun. I just love the freedom that the blank page gives you. You have the ability to write arrows, go wherever you want over the page. I sometimes feel bound by the lines, so it's nice to not have any of those limitations and just use the blank page to journal away. So whether I have a more complete, articulate thought, or whether I want to jot down some ideas of something that I'm thinking throughout the day. And I'll be making a separate video about how I journal, the way that I journal, and all that kind of stuff. This green one is for all my note taking, whether that be talks I go to, conferences, church sermons, whatever it is. These are for those kind of things, serious note taking idea. This blue one is for my blog. I write basically full blog posts in here, just so that I can write it down by hand in here first before I write up what is effectively then a second draft digitally on the computer, ready to publish on the blog. So the blue journal, my blog. And finally we have this one, which doesn't fit the rest of them, but this is, I love this notebook. Seriously, I love this notebook. My brother actually designed the artwork on the front, and this is the Apostle Paul writing his name at the end of his letters, going bigger, 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 perfect. Because in a number of the Pauline epistles, it says, "See what large letters I use as I write my name." So that's Paul doing his thing. I think it's hilarious. I love the artwork. My brother did that. He's insanely talented. And you can find his channels in the links below in the description as well. This one I'm using for academic study. One of my goals this year was to become more educated. I have a degree, I have a master's degree, but I want more. I want to be more educated. And so I'm using this one for my academic study. And this was notes from a lecture that I listened to a couple of days ago. So academic study notebook. I like the juxtaposition of having the comic strip, the comedy at the front, and then rich academic teaching inside. I love it. So there you are. Those are my notebooks for my journey into journaling 2024. I hope that you've in some ways been encouraged to pick up a notebook of your own and journal 2024 away. As I said earlier, there will be a separate video coming up about my journaling technique as well. Thank you for watching. Let's take 2024 by storm, and we'll see you in the next one.